actually went to this camp and heard the gospel fresh for the first time at age 13. It just blew me away, and I received it that night. I was on fire for a while, and then once I got into high school, really started straying, just got involved with drugs, alcohol, and it got even worse and worse as I got into college. And at age 21, I went to another camp, really got challenged there to experience God's grace and what God has to offer for us believers if we just live for Him. And I made a decision that weekend at age 21 to rededicate my life to Christ. Today I want to be baptized because I want to profess to everyone that I've made this decision to follow Christ. I want the church that I'm involved in here, Southbridge, to hold me accountable to that and to help me grow in this body of believers.
When I was 5 years old, my choir teacher told us about how Jesus could change my heart and wash my heart. And I went home that night and told my mom that that's what I wanted. At age 17, I realized that I had a relationship with God for the first time, and I needed Him so desperately. And at the same time, I had a diagnosis that ended up altering my life. And the whole time, Christ just kept pointing me to Him. And I realized that not only is God all-powerful, but at the same time, He is so good. Today I want to be baptized because as I've been praying and thinking about it, I've come to realize that being baptized is the next step in my obedience to God, and it's part of me surrendering my whole life to Him and also proclaiming the fact that my life is Christ's and it's not my own.
My family had a religious background, but I refused to go to church. And after my mother passed away, I just could not believe that if there was a God, that He was fair. And so I just turned against God. Through growing in life and other things, I met Tom Coble, and he had been chasing me and trying to tell me about God and Jesus for 18 months, and I avoided him like the plague. And the last weekend in March, he caught me and he asked me to go to church. I looked back at him and said, I'll go. When do we want to go? He said, in the morning. And I went to church with him, and it didn't hurt me. So we went to dinner and we talked about it, and the more he shared with what had happened in his life after he accepted Christ, when we finished dinner, I said, well, where do I go to do this? And he said, we can sit down right in my truck and do it. And we got his Bible out and got a little pamphlet that he had, and he shared with me what I needed to repeat, and we read it together, and I said, amen. And he said, now you've accepted Jesus in your life, and your life will change. Matt and Scott had talked to me about being baptized, and I was not sure what that meant. But when Matt explained it, it's just giving 100% and starting a life with the Lord in your life and showing your commitment to live the Lord's way. Now I know I can live the way I would like to live and the way He would like me to live.